joining us from today. Thank you for joining. And my name is Iyanuoluwa, and I am a team member at Hills and Tech. As you already know, this is a 30 days AI challenge, and today is day 15. We've come a long way, and we hope that you've been enjoying it so far. If you haven't caught up with all of the videos, all of the tools, I strongly suggest that you go back to watch them. They've been power packed and they've been very, very insightful. We even recently got a good review from someone working with a multinational, and she has found it so useful. So we urge you to please go ahead and watch it again and again. And of course, please do not watch alone. Ensure that you practice as well. All right, so today we're going to be talking about Notebook LM. Notebook LM is a Google product that works like your AI research assistant. There are a lot of AI research assistants, as you already know. There are a lot of them, but today we are going to be talking about Notebook LM. And one thing I just found very interesting about this particular tool, I honestly feel like it's a cheat tool, right? And I was almost wishing that I paid more attention to it, some time ago, when I had a particular assignment and the instructor said, go watch this video. I think he gave us about 6 of them, and then he said we should go and watch them and come back, and then we're going to discuss in class. Nobody was able to do because it was so time consuming, and we had a lot of things to do. So this is what that tool can do for you. You're just going to put in your video link, your Google Drive link, your document, and it's going to give you complete summary of what you want from that thing. You can even tell it to extract whatever it is that you need it to extract, like very, very smart way of working. So don't let me um um stress you with so much talk. Let's just get started. So all you just need to do is just to put Notebook LM in your address bar. So let's do that. All right, so this is what you are going to do, right? You just go to your address bar and you put Notebook LM and you click on this first one. When you click on it, it's going to bring you here, right? It's going to bring you here, and it's going to ask you to get the app. If you want to get the app, that's fine. And if you don't want to get the app, then it's also okay. It's your research assistant. It helps you with summaries, basically. So instead of you sitting down to watch, tons of videos, long hours of videos, you just put in the link into Notebook LM and it gives you the summary in one word. So when you click on try Notebook LM, this is what you get. I need to confirm that you can see my screen. Beatrice, please, if you're on the call and you can see my screen, please send me a message that you can see my screen. Thank you. All right. So this is what happened. Okay, let me close this. So this is the interface, right? It's going to ask you to add your sources. When you add your source, then it's going to ask you what you want. What do you want what do you want Notebook LM to do for you? Based, okay, thank you, Beatrice. Based on what you've added. So I have two things that I'm going to be sharing, right? A particular PDF of a book, and then two videos, two YouTube videos. So let's start with the first one. Let me upload a file. So the file I want to upload is how to win friends and influence people. How to win friends, and so it's currently adding. So I'm just going to tell it to summarize, or maybe to just give me few points, right, from that particular textbook. I don't want to read everything. It's too bulky. is about 200 and something pages, and I don't have that kind of time, right? I mean, many of us are on this table. We really do not have that kind of time to sit with books, and that's why we don't even read books sometimes. So if there is, a particular te- um AI that can help you with this, then why not? See the summary. See the summary. See the summary. See something. So now you can now ask it that it should do more than this by analyzing blah blah blah. This is a summary of whatever it is that is inside the book. You also have this side as well that you can tell it to create. It should create a video overview, an audio overview, a mind map, reports. It should even create quiz, right? Or a data table from whatever it is that you have uploaded, depending on, of course, depending on what you need. You might not need all of these things, all of these add-ons, you might not need them, but the ones that you need, you sure, can put it there. So let me ask it to give us something from this book. All right. So it is searching my document. I hope you can still see what is here. So he's reading the full chapter, something that I'll have to sit down and read and read and read and read and read and read. And read. Notebook LM is just going to do that for me in few minutes. I'm going to get out the points, and I'll begin to identify, I'll begin to practice and use it. You see, he said here are the 5 key points from the sources on how to influence people. Can you see that? Can you see that? This particular PDF that I just uploaded is over 200 pages. And see what it just did for us. So once you upload your document, it's just going to give you what you need straight up. It should just give you what you need straight up. And it is very simple to use. Completely simple to use. Completely simple to use. And you can also ask it to generate an AI interactive quiz based on your sources. So let us do that before we use another example. So we uploaded a document now, then we are going to also use a YouTube source, right? Maybe there's a 2 hours YouTube video, or about something about your business, about a particular career path, or maybe you are even at Hills and Tech, and the class is 2 hours, and you're like, oh my god, I don't think I can sit with a 2 hours note test video. I have a lot of things that I am doing. Just once we send you the video link, the recording, just pick the link, put it on Notebook LM, tell Notebook LM to summarize it for you, and just work with the summary. Next time when they say, oh, did anyone go through this? Did anyone go through what we did last week? Yes, you did. And you're even able to speak better because now you have concise points, right? We have concise points. So it is a very, very smart way of doing things. Or maybe at work, they gave you tons of papers that you need to work on, and you don't even know where to start from. Just upload them on Notebook LM. Let Notebook LM summarize it for you, or you ask for important points. Like, don't remove this. Ensure you show me this. I want to see this in this and this and this and this. And it's going to come up with it for you. So let's do this. So I said number of questions. What should the topic be? The quiz must be restricted to a specific cause. The article about Italy, blah blah blah. No, this is not what we need. We need it to give us a quiz um based on how to influence people. No, I don't want you to do this. How to influence people. So, do we want it to be fewer? Yes, we really do not need a lot, right? And we need it to. So it can be anything. Number of questions. Do we want it to be fewer or standard, or we want it to be more? Do we want it to be easy, medium, or hard? I mean, whichever one. For the purpose of this training, we're just going to go with fewer and easy. All right. So let's do that. So it's going to generate the quiz for us now. Can we see that it's generating here? Beatrice, please, if you can see my screen, kindly let me know that you can see everything going on my screen. I'm waiting for it to generate. Okay, thank you. All right, so Kanagi quiz. Okay, so I'm waiting for you to open up the quiz. Okay, so he gave us 6 questions, and then he came up with the question and also the options. Can you see that? According to research mentioned by Dale Carnegie, what percentage of one's financial success in technical fields like engineering is attributed to human engineering and personality, right? So this is how the notebook LM, this is how it works. We don't need to answer these questions because this is not the purpose of the training, right? The purpose of the training is for us to see how notebook LM works and how it helps us to do, smarter work instead of, the manual and laborious process that we are usually, used to, right? So all you just need to do is upload your source here. It can be in a Google Drive. Let's remember we have different sources. You can upload your file if it's in document. You can add websites. Let's say that you found it on Google, on Yahoo, wherever website you found it. Remember, then you can also have a Google Drive. Maybe it's uploaded on a Google Drive. It can also be a copied text. Maybe there's a very lengthy text somewhere. You just copy, paste, yeah, and you ask it to do whatever you want it to do. So we have already tested, using upload files, right? And we've asked it to bring out important points. So we already know that aside from the basic summary that it can give you, it can also go into that book and bring out specific points that we want it to bring out, right? And we also saw how it can also help us to generate quiz. So let's say you have like a textbook and then you have like a training and you're wondering, how do I need to be in London right now, and I also need to prepare quiz for the students. What do I do now? Okay, so notebook LM, this is my lesson notes. I need you to create quiz out of this for these students and put in the answers, and then you share the quiz with them. By the time they get back, by the time they answer it, you just mark it and they are good. Instead of waiting and sitting down to think. Thinking is not bad, right? It's not as if it is bad. This is not to make anyone lazy. It is just to help us to do work, smarter and faster. Smarter and faster. Right. Smarter and faster. So let us go to website. Let's use website as a source. So I copied 2 links that we can use as tests. So I copied 2. So this is our source. All right. Let me close this one. Yeah, there are two sources now. So I'm deleting it because I don't need to. I don't need it. I can save yours, but I wouldn't be needing that chat history. But if I do need it, then I'll definitely, save it. So I just uploaded a YouTube video about how Omolara is an ex use and tech student, and she was telling us how she overcame her technophobia. So I picked Omolara's YouTube, video link, and then I pasted it. So right now I'm going to tell Notebook LM to give us a summary of what Omolara did, or how Omolara overcame her technophobia. From my source, let me from source. What's going on here? Anyway, I know Wala. Thank you. Grammarly is the one that is doing all that one. We remember the day we worked on Grammarly. From the source uploaded, tell me how Mulara overcame technophobia. Good. I think I should have been more specific that the YouTube I worked on, but I believe that it is AI. It will be able to differentiate between, what is in one thing and what is in the other thing. However, prompting can also help it. A perfect, prompt can also help it to speak better. So what she said, according to the sources, Omolara's journey involved the following steps. She enrolled in specialized program, high levels of dedication, applying skills in her current role, networking and career transition, adopting a new mindset. Now, you don't need to completely watch what Omolara, said, or go through the entire duration of the video. All you just need to do is put it here, and it's going to give you the summary, exactly what you need to read and hold on to. It makes your work more concise, and it makes it just better, faster, and smarter. That's the honest truth. It just makes the work much more easier. So that is how all of the sources work. I believe we'll be able to try this at home. Add your drive, copy your text, upload your files, your website, and put in whatever it is you want it to do. It creates overviews of your documents and any other source that you had to it. I hope that we have learned something today. I hope that we have learned something today. Yay! How is this app different from ChatGPT? Can summarize text too, right? Yes, but it doesn't summarize YouTube links, right? It doesn't summarize YouTube links except you make payments. But this is free. Most of Google products are free. Yeah, most of Google products are very, very free. So you don't have to think about payments, or having to subscribe or anything. Yeah. It can summarize text too. Yeah. ChatGPT can also summarize text and also images. Yes, but it doesn't summarize links. If you put the link in ChatGPT right now, it won't be able to summarize links for you. But Notebook LM can do that. And again, there are a lot of them. There will even still be another one like Notebook LM that will do this exact job. But the only thing is that because it's the Google product, most Google products are free as long as you have a Google account. Yes, as long as you have a Google account, most of them are free. Very, very free. So you wouldn't have to bother about the basic things. For instance, now this is a free version that I just used in doing all of this. It's a free version. So I'm hoping that that answers Tenny Olagiwa's question. All right, thank you, Daisy. All right, so thank you, Daisy. Thank you, Chisom. Thank you, Cynthia, for joining. Thank you, Yomo. Yeah, Yomo. It's been a while that we've seen you. All right, so that would be all for today. If there is anything else that you like us to mention or share, please do well to engage in on the community. Tell us what it is that you want, and also know that the challenge continues. The 30 days AI challenge, so it continues. We still have more things to share. By tomorrow, we are going to be sharing agent. Agent is how you are going to how you create animated videos and all those ones that used to talk. That is not just that yeah, you're hearing voiceover, but the image is actually speaking. So we are going to be having that tomorrow, and we hope they are going to join in. We also have paid classes that you can also join. We have a lot of them, and they're also very, very, very helpful in your career path. So till I see you again some other time. Bye. 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 All right. So looking forward to seeing you as well. Yeah. Thank you, Didi. Yeah. Bye.